and welcome to A Cat in the Garden. And today Magic and I want to talk to you about my favorite plants for this month, the month of April, and just kind of give you some general care tips that have been working for me with these plants. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. And the first one is very tiny, but it is this little Anthurium. So this is a Dock Block F2 times Silver Blush. So the Dock Block F2 is pretty popular Anthurium, and the Silver Blush is as well. I got this from a local nursery called Wild Roots, and I'm just in love with it. It grew this new leaf since I have owned it, and it is just super cute. I love it so much, and yeah, it's great. I've been keeping it in one of those mini Target greenhouses that were popular a year or two ago so that it can get some extra humidity, because I have decent humidity in here, but I don't have amazing. So I just wanted to give it a little bit of help, and it seems to be doing really well. No browning or anything. This new leaf is super cute, and yeah, that's my little Anthurium. The next one is one that you have seen on my channel before, but I've just really come to appreciate lately how big it has gotten, and that is my Hoya Crystal. She's pretty cute and splashy. My mom calls her polka dotted, which I think is very cute because there's a lot of like little splash. There's not big chunks of splash or anything, but it's very nice. I really enjoy how full it is up top while also starting to trail. I really like that look. As you guys know, I did buy a second plant to put in here, and I'm really loving it. I love the fact that I did that. I keep it in this moss-based mix. I water it when the moss dries out. I use the Osmocote fertilizer on it, and I just keep it in my Hoya cabinet, let it do its thing, and that's what it's been doing. So this one has been growing really well for me. It's been really happy. No issues with leaf drop or anything when the leaves are trying to grow in. So it's just been overall a really nice Hoya to have, and I just appreciate having it around. Super easygoing, really underrated. I think it might be a Carnosa hybrid, which kind of makes sense as to why it's so easy, but yeah, that is my Hoya Crystal. The next one is actually my oldest Alocasia left in my collection. This wasn't the first Alocasia I ever bought. That one is long gone now because, you know, Alocasias. This was the first rare plant that I ever got. Obviously, it is an Alocasia Silver Dragon, and this is the new leaf. Look at that. She is gorgeous. So back when I bought it in April 2021, this was considered a very rare plant, and I got it for a steal at the time. I got it for $56. I got it at a discount because my mom worked at the garden center where I got it. A little browning on an old leaf, but that's okay. And yeah, I have been in love with it. I have kept it in the same pot that I put it in when I originally repotted it because I am afraid. I'm afraid to repot her because I just don't want leaf drop or anything. I don't need any more of this. This is from when I underwatered her one time. So I just leave her in here and she's happy. But look at the back. Look at how wild that is. You see that? That's because I have her facing one way and I never rotate her. So you get this really nice full look on one side here, and she's totally bald on the back. So I take pictures of her and show her off like this, and I'm okay with that. I did try to rotate her one time, but it honestly didn't work. The new leaf just kind of came in like this way anyway, so I don't know. I just leave her be. She's super cute, super pretty. This is like all rhizome at this point, which is kind of nuts because there's about this much rhizome underneath the soil as well. So if I did ever over or underwater her, in like an extreme way, I think I'd have a very good chance of keeping her alive. And if I ever was going to repot her, especially since this leaf is probably gonna go soon, I would try to bury the rhizome deeper into the soil just to kind of let it root some more and get a stronger system going on underneath. But that's my girl. I do not show her off enough, but I think she's gorgeous, even with a little bit of crispiness. It happens with plants. I don't really care. She looks great. So that's my silver dragon. I know you can get these for literally $10 now anywhere, but she will always be special to me, so that's why I wanted to show her off to you guys this month. This next one is one that I have shown off to you guys before, but I love her. I love her so much. I was in here like super late the other night, and I was just looking at my plants, thinking about all my plant chores, and I picked her up and I just stared at her for like 10 minutes because she's so pretty. But this is my Philodendron Rio, and she has really sold me on putting plants on poles. I used to hate the idea of it because I really do like the idea of a nice full bushy trailing plant, but you don't get leaves like this. Like, compare that to the size of my hand, and that's only gonna get bigger. And that just doesn't happen when you have a plant like this trailing. The leaves will gradually get smaller and smaller until they just become runners. And when you put a plant on a pole like this, especially a moss pole, where the plant will root into the pole, the leaves will get bigger and bigger, and it's just gorgeous. Look at this leaf too. That is amazing. That is an absolutely beautiful leaf. So I'm very happy with this plant. She's got multiple strands in there. So this is the biggest strand here that you can kind of see. And then there's one on this side. I have one coming up the middle that you cannot see. And then I have two little cuttings that I planted in the bottom. And you never know, I could let those trail over the pot so it doesn't get green from the sunlight. But I prefer clear pots anyway. I can see what's going on underneath with the roots. Not that I really need to worry about a Philodendron Rio, because this is, at the end of the day, this is a heartleaf philodendron. This is gonna be super easy to take care of, but I just like to know because I've had enough Alocasia die on me that I just like to know. And I like the look. I think it could be worse, you know? We got the clear pole, the clear pot, and then we got all the green. So if I was gonna do this again though, I would put a layer of leca or perlite at the bottom as sort of like a reservoir. Well, there's actually a root all the way down here. Can you see that? That's crazy. Well, it must be a happy plant then. I didn't notice that because this has only been on this pole and in this pot for maybe a month or two now. So yeah, that's really cool. I did not see that before. This is my favorite leaf on the plant though. This is so pretty. I love that. So yeah, I just kind of let her do her thing. The moss is very dry on the pole right now, so I do need to water that. And then this kind of moss pole that I got, you can do extensions. So once she gets a few leaves bigger, I will extend the moss pole and just let her live her life. She does regular room humidity, no browning, really, maybe like one leaf had issues unfurling, so she just kind of does her thing. And that is why she will always be one of my favorites, but especially this month. Last but not least is one of the newest plants in my collection, and that is going to be the Hoya Haleana. And this is a Carnosa hybrid, I believe, and it is pricey. It is the most expensive Hoya in my collection, and I have yet to repot it. I don't love this little box that is just open. Lots of drainage. So I actually water her outside with my hose, and then when she dries off, I bring her in. But I love her. I think she's super cute. I don't really have a lot of care tips on her right now because I haven't had her super long, but from what I've heard, it is one of the slowest growing Hoyas out there. So you really have to practice patience with this one. She really likes the more mild spring and summer weather. Or not spring and summer, spring and fall. So summer and winter, she's not gonna grow a lot. So I think she's gonna be slowing her roll soon, When I got her, these leaves were just starting to form and they're getting bigger now, but they're kind of pink. I don't want to break it, but yeah, they're kind of pink, and then they'll fade out to this green and white color. So she's really cute. I really like her. I really hope she is worth the money that I spent. She was my birthday present to myself, because now that I'm an adult, I think it is perfectly acceptable to buy myself birthday presents, and I am super happy I bought this one. I really love it, and I'm hoping I can give more in-depth care tips on this one to you guys soon. There's not a lot of them out there. There's not a lot of info on them out there, so as it grows, I will kind of start to collect information and hopefully be able to share more with you guys soon. So that's it for our favorite plants of the month of April. Let me know what your favorite plant is right now, or if you really liked any of the plants that I showed off in the video today. And if you have any more questions about their general care, don't be afraid to ask me in the comments. But that is going to be it for us. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up down below and subscribe so you don't miss anything else from me and my kitties. Thanks again, and we will catch you in the next one.